Hi, my name is Anna, and today I'm going to do something exciting. I'm going to walk you through my art journal. We love art now. So, yeah, I bet you're thinking, Anna, you're terrible at art. I know, but ever since I've come here, I've gotten super into art journaling. For lots of reasons, I've always been a very avid journaler. It's been important to me since I was like 9, but art journaling is something I just started getting into and I've loved it. It's so much more meaningful and I don't know, magic. I'm really a fan. And it's turned out not bad, not nearly as terrible as I had expected. And I was watching these like tutorials online and I was like, yikes, Anna, you can't pull it off. But it has turned out pretty alright. So I'm gonna walk you through it and yeah, so cool. Cool, Anna, cool. So about the actual journal itself, it's made of completely recycled materials. It was made in the Netherlands and you can see it's like the pages are really thick and cool and this is like wonderful and colorful. And I have a journal just like this that's filled up. And then I found another one because the first one I got in Chicago and I was like, maybe I'll never see this again. And then they have the same ones in Colorado and I was like, yeah, I was freaking hyped. So yeah, the first half of my journal is just my thoughts written out and I went back and watercolored some parts of it, but it's not that interesting, so I'm going to skip over that. Maybe just read a few things from it because some of my words I'm very proud of because that's art as well. And then I'll get to the part where I stuck a bunch of cool stuff in my journal in a way that was visually pleasing. So yeah, cool. So I started out the journal with 4 words that have had a lot of meaning to me in my life. And they seem kind of simple, but they're actually quite profound to me in my life. So it's just the words believe, wait, trust, rest. And that's something that I've come back to a lot of my life and God has like told me again and again. Just for like all situations, like all you have to do are those 4 things and that's it. Like you're golden, like it's awesome. And it seems really simple, but it's quite hard to do, especially if you're very anxious and worry a lot like I do. And so basically you just believe that God will say, or that God will do what he says. You believe that God will keep his promises, which he always does. There's a spoiler. The Lord is always good. And then you wait for him to tell you what to do next. You wait for him to do what needs to be done. Whatever it may be, you just wait on him. Then you trust while you're waiting, and then you just rest and you put your soul at ease, you put your heart at ease because the Lord's got it. Like you're covered. Like don't even worry. And I don't know, waiting on the Lord just brings him glory and it brings you peace. So it's like a 10 out of 10. And that's the end of my sermon for the day. But it's really important to me and has had a lot of meaning. And I wanted to share that with you. So cool. So a lot of my journal at the beginning especially is just thoughts about traveling and leaving home and what that process was like and how I kind of felt just a little bit overwhelmed by my lack of emotion. Like I had, I don't know, just no expectations. I wanted to come into this whole, moving to Europe by myself thing very without expectations so that it could go in whatever way it needed to. But that meant that I had like very few emotions. Like I was excited for sure, but I like couldn't wrap my head around what was happening and it was just a weird emotion time for me. Like I was like, what's going on? And so a lot of it is me just talking about how I'm like, what the heck? What's happening? Why didn't I cry when I left everyone I loved? Why blah blah. So it's like a lot of that, which, pretty cool. But part of it is like, I'll just read some of it. Just read a little snippet. Tears keep falling from my eyes, but only because I'm exhausted by all definitions of the word, not because I'm sad, because I'm not sad. I have very, very few emotions at the moment, which is both good and bad, and I can't decide which holds more power. So that's just an idea of kind of how I was feeling, because we all need to know about what's happening with Anna's life, right? And then a lot of this is about boys. Because I'm silly. So for example, it says, I'll keep writing to you until I get the words right, keep putting my heart as ink on paper until you understand. And then I have some nice little red watercolor dots, which I think fit. And then just a lot of me rambling about missing people and such things. And then I talk about the world and how it's so vast and infinite and how that's overwhelming and beautiful and intimidating. So I said, maybe then we should just hold on to each piece that we receive and make it a part of ourselves, or perhaps leave a piece of ourselves in each location we go, and then the world will reflect all of its people and all of their souls. So deep. Wow. So yeah, that's like that half is just talking about leaving and boys and the world. Cool. So then I start taping stuff into my journal, which is awesome. And I never have done that before. My journals have always just been writing. So I've really enjoyed this. So here is a Polaroid from a night that was really important to me. And it says, remember that everything is how it should be. Beautiful. And then it says, and tonight feels significant in ways I can't explain. It feels like the start of something astonishingly important. Maybe I'm just inspired or exhausted or overly emotional due to my misconstrued sleep schedule, but my heart feels frantic in the good way, in the significant start of something way. So I was proud of that. And then I have a photo of my feet and watercolor and a secret message. Love me some secrets. And my mind is open and my heart is new, and I can't explain it, but everything is so different now. I am so certain and I am so uncertain. Yep, I love juxtaposition. So, and then we have this photo of me looking cute with a little bun on my head, and it says, bless the not knowing, which is a quote from a book I read that changed my whole world. And then here we have a Polaroid from Paris that I took when I was obviously there. And it says, wouldn't it be nice to love someone who loved you just the same? And it's on this page because this photo was taken from the old Love Bridge. And so I'm standing on the old Love Bridge, and over here you can see the new Love Bridge. And so there were so many, the story behind that is there were so many locks on the Love Bridge, which is, I'm sure everyone has seen photos of. And it started, like, pieces of it started falling off into the river, and the people of Paris were like, haha, this is really dangerous. Let's not have this. And so they put the locks on the sturdier bridge, which was a good call. But anyway, it was like old love and new love colliding in one photograph. And I was like, damn, Anna, you so cool. No. Okay. And anyway, this is my favorite page out of all of them. I don't know where to put my head in this scenario. I guess here. So it just says, I can't keep track of all the thoughts in my head, and under each one are different thoughts that I've been dealing with or thinking about a lot. I don't know. But all these photos are from the map of the Musée d'Orsay, which I visited, and it's just all the artwork, which is beautiful, obviously. And I was like, putting that in the journal? Heck yeah. This just says, love me, won't you? ? Love me, won't you? Yeah. Good question. And then I have a painting of Monet, who is my favorite painter in the whole world and has been for forever. And I don't have a super valid, like not valid, but I don't have like a very tangible reasons. I just have always loved Monet more than any other artist. I think there's a softness to his painting and the colors that he uses that just kind of calms me. Like water lilies, I saw at MoMA when I was in New York a couple summers ago, and I was just like, I'm overwhelmed. And just all the work that I've seen, I've been like, especially in person, it's just magical. So I've been lucky. I've got to see a lot of Monet in my life, and I'm grateful. And then here we have my boarding passes that I just painted with some colors, and it faded a lot. It used to look kind of cuter, but whatever. And it says, remember that time that I discovered who I am, and it was pretty damn cool. Me too. This, we have some stars that I painted, and it says, I never want to come home, which apparently, I don't know. I'm proud of it because it just looks good, in my opinion. The stars are a little wonky, but I'm a little wonky. You feel me? But I do, it's not true. I don't never want to come home. I don't ever, I want to come home. Sometimes I feel like I don't want to, and that's okay. So if you're my friend or family and you're like, great, Anna never wants to see me again, not like that. Okay. This is my funniest page. It makes me laugh every time because of these photos of me looking like a goon. I just look pissed and tired because I was very tired. I had to get my visa photos taken and I only had like a certain time limit because the office is only open, blah. It was horrible, and I had to like sprint across the river and get my photos taken, and it was a mess. It was crazy. So I wrote, 5 hours of sleep I want to create, 8.5 hours away from home I want to learn, 30 minutes till tomorrow I want to experience. And it's just this picture of tired Anna 3 times. So pretty cool. And here we have just some cats because I went to the cat cafe and it was cool. And then I wrote some qualities that I've been working on trying to be more of. Self-improvement, ladies and gents. We love it. Here is a lot of painting that I did. Questionable, looks like a kindergartner did it, but I like it. So this is like a window, question mark, I don't know. And then I just wrote some things. It's all a bit funny, isn't it? It's all a bit tragic, isn't it? It's all a bit wonderful, isn't it? It's all a bit crazy, isn't it? It's all a bit colorful, isn't it? It's all a bit stormy, isn't it? And then I just slashed some color on there. But it looks pretty artsy, so I like it. This is also one of my favorite pages. This right here is a playing card from this party I went to, and it's in half because you had to find your match. And then it says, "Where has my heart gone?" And then over here it says, "I think we all get a little lost sometimes, don't we?" And then it has ticket stubs from the metro in Paris. And it's funny because yes, we all get a little lost in like a big sense, but also I have this many metro tickets because I kept getting lost on the metro, and my friend and I were just running around like crazy human beings trying to get along, and we got along, we just couldn't get along to the place we were supposed to be. Yeah. Then this is incomplete, but it's little barcode and my name and my hair. And then it says, "I have a mind that can't rest and a heart that is always a little lost." And then here it just says, "Show me all the things you see." And then this is from my ticket from the Musée d'Orsay. A lot of this is just stuff that I got and I put it in, and then I gave it some Gatsby-esque light coming off of it. Pretty nice. And then this is the pages where I got really painty and things went downhill. But here, these are just things from my favorite coffee shop here that I just kind of maneuvered. And then it says, "It was a time in my life when everything was beautiful." And that's something that's always been in my head a lot. Like that phrase has just kept coming back to me. I don't know. And then I accidentally put too much paint right there. So cool. And then here it says, "I miss you so much more than I thought I would." Who's that about? I don't know. Haha. I know, but no one. It's a secret. Could be anybody. It could be my mom. And then I tried to have it make it look like a gift tag, and so this was supposed to be like a ribbon that was holding it. Did not work out that way. I painted it red originally, and then it looked like a weird tendon, like from the anatomy, like hanging. I don't know. It was horrible. So then I painted it black, and then I didn't like it, and then I tried to fix it. I don't know. It's okay, I guess. I don't know. Not my favorite page. That's okay. And then here I just have this postcard of crabs, and I was gonna paint it, but I think I like it that it's black and white. I don't know. And that's all I have so far. And I only have like so few pages left, and I'm kind of stressed. And then here's this flower that I painted when I was trying to see how the page would respond to the watercolor. Again, I was testing it a lot. And yeah, that's my art journal, and it has just been so good. I'm super passionate about art journaling. I also journal, but I've been typing my journal these days just because it's easier and makes my hands not as crampy. So I've been doing this art journal as more of an artistic look at who I am and what I'm feeling. But yeah, I don't know, it's just cool. I think it tells a lot more of a story, and is more memorable because I'm always saving stuff, and then I'm like, what am I gonna do with this ticket stub? Like, but if I put it in an art journal and write around it beautiful words, then I'm just happy I saved it. So I've been like collecting all this stuff, and yeah, I don't know.